Hello and welcome back to my channel, Orlanda Tassone. You can also find me on Instagram at Two's Creative Company. Today I'm going to be doing a project share for Alicia Wagmun510 here on YouTube. I'll leave her channel linked down below. She is hosting her last Flatmail challenge over in Israel before I believe she heads back to the States. So I will leave that video also linked down below so you can also take a look at her Flatmail challenge. So for her Flatmail challenge, I created in the mixed media artsy category, I created a treat bag and also a tag. So she's only asking for one, but I kind of wanted to add the tag just to kind of go with the treat bag. So I hope you enjoyed the process video on how I created these two items. Sorry for any glare from lights as I'm crafting late at night and I had to turn on all of my lights, so they're just glaring off of my media mat here. And there'll also be parts where I kind of might get distracted while I'm talking, or I might just speed up the video as I'm not really talking and I'm kind of thinking what I'm going to do. So I do hope you enjoy the process video. I hope you subscribe and like this channel, and please go check out Alicia Wagmun's channel. Enjoy the video. Okay, so for this project, I grabbed a bunch of my Halloween items. So I'll go through here. I grabbed some stuff I thought I like to use. I have these baskets that I got from my dollar store, and I just find these are perfect to put what I'm working on. So I have these Tim Holtz Tim Holtz Halloween die cut of people. So I have a bunch of the, I'm pretty sure this is the Halloween one. Sorry, yes. Here's the little witches, if you can see that. So I was thinking maybe that. This is just a tag. I might recreate the, try and recreate this tag for one of the items. I just grabbed this glassine bag, and then these are just some cutouts from the paper collections, which I have that. Actually, I have my box, and I have these Boo laser cut paper pad. So it's, if you can see, if I'll flip through, it's just all of these different designs. I grabbed some paper bags here. I wasn't sure what I wanted to use. These are some pages that I have from my Delusions book here. So what I actually did was I originally planned on using this book for a Halloween. I wanted to do a October daily in this, and I pre-colored all these. Then I didn't like them, so then I ripped them all out and kept the book because you can definitely use this as a cover. And I kept the pages, and I'm going to do something else with all the other ones. So this is just some leftovers, so I picked a few colors that I might have wanted to work with. Again, I just found this more for the tag. I got this just in case I wanted to add it onto my bag here. I have some stencils from Tim Holtz. So if you can see, I got this bat. This one's got words, and this one has the spider web. And I just keep all my tags here on a ring. And you can definitely use some of these other ones too. This spider web one is by Delusions. Same with this. This came together. So this is Diane Reveley's. And sorry, so I'm probably gonna make my tag out of a coffin shape here. Put that off to the side. These are my stamps by Tim Holtz that I have that are Halloween. So I got this one, this one. Oh, and I actually forgot to grab my dies. But that's okay, I can grab those. I got this one, this one, and then I got these two, and then I just have some string that I just threw in there. So that's just a bunch of stuff that I grabbed to see if I wanted to use. I have another box or so with some Halloween stuff, but they're more like stickers and for other things that I didn't want to use exactly for this project. Let's see if I'm missing anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna put these off to the side. And sorry for the light glare that's right here. I'm gonna move my water. It's late at night. It's what, 10:30 here my time right now, and there's no natural light out, and my light happens to be right above, and I actually need to change the light bulb. Okay, so like I said, I wasn't sure what bag I wanted to use, so I grabbed a bunch of these. So this one I decided was too small, and then I wasn't sure if I wanted to use a brown or a black, but I think I want to do black. And so what I did here, I forgot to do this on camera, is that this is one of those, like, you know those paper sack bags that you can get? I have some black ones that I got from Michael's. And so what I did was I just kind of moved the flap over and sliced it, and just to make this open. So what I'm pretty much making is a glassine bag. And this one's a little too flimsy for what I want to do. I also got this at Michael's too, but I don't like this one. It's too flimsy for what I want to do. I'm going to add stuff onto it. So what we're going to do is we're going to create this. I did watch a video. Actually, I also was thinking, I'm not sure if I want to do this before. So I've kind of thought a little bit about how I might want to do this. And I got to rip this. But I'm just wondering, before I put that in, do I need to... I might need to emboss this first before I... Oh, I don't know if I showed. I have these two embossing folders also that are by Tim Holtz. These actually came... Sorry, let me grab it. Sorry, so these came with this stamp set. And these were at Michael's last Halloween. So these are framelits, texture fades with stamps. And so it came with this one. You can kind of see it here in the picture. This stamp set and die set came with this embossing folder. So it's just another version, but these are a little bit smaller, and it came with the dies. These are just other dies that I have for Halloween, which I could use too. And then this one came with this die set and stamp set. So actually I'm going to put that in there with that. So yes, I'm using these as well. So what I'm going to do, hopefully this works. Hopefully it turns out the way I'm hoping it will. Okay, so I want the front. So I need to do this side. So I'm using this Color Box Pigment Archival Frost White. This is the only white one I have. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this on top of here and just get this all covered. And maybe I might do the back too. That might actually look cool. Okay. Oops. So what I found in a magazine that I had that I was using making cards, that one of the instructions had me use ink to do this, and it turned out really cool. So that's why I'm hoping that this actually works. And so I was gonna do it like this and then this. That way I actually get it fully covered here. So we'll just put this like this, and I'm gonna run this through my Sizzix and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's see if you can see that. So this is how it turned out. So you can see the white also just gives it an extra little pop there. So the back kind of didn't turn out as great, but that is okay. I could even make that the back and that the front and that the back, but we'll see what I want to do. So I'm going to clean this before the ink stays on there. So you can definitely do that with a lot of your embossing folders, is just use your ink pad and just to give it an extra little pop of colors and stuff to your project. Okay, so now actually, since I have this, I want to actually do this one as well. And I was planning on doing this. Although I don't want clean edges, I want to rip my edges. So yes, we're gonna go like this. We're just gonna rip it. And they does not have to be perfect. Right around there. And so yeah, the other side's just green there. Okay, and do I want to rip this one a bit? Just to give it a little bit more of a ripped edge. Okay, there we go. Let's just get rid of those. All right, so again, like I did with this envelope, I'm going to do the same. I only need it on one side, and I definitely want it on this side, so I need to do it on this side here. Oh, do I want to do black? Oh, wait a sec, sorry. I'm just thinking here, because I am planning on putting cheesecloth. I'm gonna cut that. I'm also planning on putting cheesecloth on top, so black might actually, you know what, I'm gonna use black. Let me just grab it. So I'm gonna use my archival ink, the black one here. Right, so then this might not show, I want it to show a little bit through, but not a whole lot. Oh, and let me emboss this and then I'll explain what I did to get this page if you're interested. Okay, so I will be right back and I am going to emboss this now. Okay, ready for the reveal. This turned out awesome. Look at that. Look how awesome that came out. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, and I still have this. So how I got this these pages. So I have these journal books by Ranger. So this is Dilutions, Diane Ravely's books. And I've seen a few in Michael's. So I guess it depends on your Michael's, but I get mine more at the scrapbook stores in Edmonton. So I'm pretty sure you can find them online or at any scrapbook stores you might go to. I'm not sure if they carry those at a Hobby Lobby or a Tuesday Morning, as I don't live in the States and we don't have those stores in Canada. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find those somewhere. Sorry, I'm just looking at this. So I used those pages because they're really nice and thick, and so I use her paints. Actually, let me grab that. I'll grab some of those too. So I actually don't have the color that I use, so it's an orange. If I can remember or find the color, I'll leave it linked below. But these are what her paints look like. So they're this little container, and it says Dilutions, And then if you can see, if you need to see her name, it's right here. Diane Rivoli. She makes some really cute stamps too. And so what I did was I used my paints and I used a baby wipe, and which is really easy, and I just, all you have to do is dip it a little bit into the paint and then I just rubbed it around. And so I did use, I'm pretty sure I used two different, I know Squeezed Orange is one of them, and I feel like Tangerine Dream might be one, and I might have used a yellow as well. So normally she recommends using 3 colors to blend and to kind of start with the lighter color first, and then you work up to the darker colors. So use the light one, medium, and then the darker orange. So that's what I just did, is I just took a baby wipe, started with my first color, just rubbed it around, took my next color, rubbed it around, and then the last one, rubbed it around as well. And so that's kind of how I got a whole bunch of those pages that I showed you earlier. And then I just ripped some of the pages out of the book. Okay, so I need to actually rip this right here. Okay, so there's that. And so now I just need to figure out what side of the bag, because like we could put this here and then like keep that as the back, because like it doesn't have that strip down there. I don't know why that's there. Then that means I just have to fold it this way. Right, yeah. Or do I want it like that? Because then that pops. Because that's kind of what I wanted more, was that, because this is this part rises up and this part indents in. Yeah, so never mind. I do want it this way. Sorry. That's okay. It's just the back of the bag. It still looks good. Okay, so we got to close up the bottom. So what you do is you figure out how, so I don't know, do I want it that small? Or do I want it a little bit, no, yeah, I want it that big. Okay, so kind of where it already was folded. So I'm just gonna fold that a little bit more. And I'm just gonna grab one of my scissors, and I'm just going to cut, if you can, I'm just gonna cut it at an angle here, and an angle there. It's roughly around the same. And actually what I also want to do, because the top part, and then I kind of like that, I am actually going to cut a little bit off. All right, there we go. So these are just some shaped scissors that I have. So you definitely don't have to do that part. All right, and so because that sticks up a little bit, what they did in the video, and also just to help with bulk, they actually cut this part down. And this doesn't have to be perfect there. And actually, I think I'm gonna cut this piece off, or actually just down. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue that down. So I am going to use, what glue do I want to use? I'm going to use my tacky glue. So you definitely want to put glue here, and I'm actually just going to put some glue here and there. Okay, then we're just going to fold that up, and I'm going to grab my bone folder, and there we go. I always tend to put a little bit extra glue because I'm always worried that I don't put enough or something like that. Okay, so yeah, if you don't have glassine bags, this is another way that you can actually make your own glassine bags, which is perfect. All right, so now what I want to do is, I think I might glue. So yeah, so the reason why I wanted to emboss the back of the bag is just to give the back of the bag an extra little oomph to it, so it's just like not plain. So I'm going to do that, and yeah, I'm just wondering, do I want to layer it up as I go, or do I want to, yeah, no, we're going to layer it up. Okay, so we're going to glue this down, and again, I don't want it straight. I want to put it at an angle because, again, just sometimes, like, there's nothing wrong with actually putting things straight, but because I'm kind of doing more of a mixed media type bag, I want to put it at an angle. It just gives it a little something extra too. And so to glue this down, I'm gonna use, am I just gonna put glue? I think I'm gonna use my Wagmun510 tape. I really love this tape. Although, yeah, I just gotta make sure I just don't put it on that edge there. So this is 1 inch tape that I'm just putting down. This green actually is really pretty too. So I'm just putting enough to, oh, sorry. Totally hit my camera. So yeah, so I just put enough down just to kind of make sure it sticks. Really like that tape. I find it sticks really well. And I'm just lightly hovering just because once you kind of put this down, it does stick like pretty much instantly, and it's really hard to remove. And I don't want to rub it too much because I just noticed I rubbed that a bit, which is okay. All right, so there we go. So there is that piece. And now, okay, that's fine. I might need to put a little glue here, but we'll see. So now what I need to do is I'm gonna grab my, forgot to grab it, my cheesecloth, and I will probably, do I need my glue gun? I might be able to just, okay, you know what? I'm gonna grab my cheesecloth, I'll be right back. Okay, so I found my cheesecloth, and I'm going to get rid of that. Okay, so I am going to rip off, if I can find where it starts. So I'm just gonna rip off a good little section here, and then we'll just cut so I can rip this way. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Okay, so now I'm gonna kind of try and fray this a bit so it doesn't look perfect, because I want to kind of give it that grunge look.
Okay, so I did grab a little too much. Okay, I want to rip it off. Right around there. Okay. Alright, there we go, there's that.
So now if you can see the reason why I decided to go with, oh no, it's still there, sorry, I was just seeing if that white was starting to rub off, and that might not have been the best. I'd probably say an archival ink would probably be better if you have it in white. So I gotta try and find another white ink. So you can see why I wanted to do the black instead, because the black, you can still see through it. If I did white, you probably wouldn't see it as well. So there's that. So I'm definitely going to be gluing that on top. So I might just move that off to the side. And now what I'm going to do is now I need I want to put something here. And so I'm just going to look through some of the things that I have. So like I could put, obviously I'm going to have to layer him. Where are my cut aparts? There we are. I was thinking maybe this like October 31st would be cool there. And then I got a bunch of these. I can't remember what's in here, so. So these are actually on the scrapbook paper, and it came, like they were just placed all over, and I actually just fussy cut them all out individually. Let's see here, that's way too big. Welcome, please check room 6. Yeah, that's a cute one. Welcome, we've been expecting you. That one actually would look pretty good there. We could prop that up. These are too small. Ooh, this one too. Trick or treat yourself. That one actually might be kind of cute, cause it's like a little like goodie bag, and you can put the goodie thing. And it's trick or treat yourself. I kind of like that one too. However, this one like pops up. You can see it. So we might have to layer that. If I wanted to use that, layer that maybe. That's obviously too big. Creep it real. The bat on there, that's actually pretty cute too. I think I like those two. If the broom fits, cackle. Oops. I'm just here for the booze. Well, that cat would be pretty cute. You know what? Thinking with this background, I bet would look better on a different color. Maybe like a green. I feel like I might like it on the green, but yeah. Okay, but I still do like that. Okay. If you've got it haunted, yeah, that's way too big. I don't like the key. Check in here, reservations, check out never. I'm not a fan of that one. Do not disturb. That's not bad. Come and lay your weary bones to rest. That one would actually be pretty good too, for sure. The best in eternal rest. I don't like that one. That's way too big. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Like if I was putting that in the center, but nope. Dead and breakfast in. Nope. Okay, so I'd say it's definitely between those two right here. So knowing that, I don't want to use that anymore. And yeah, so I definitely like those two. Okay, so now the thing is, I just got to figure out how I want to put this together. So okay, so what I've been doing is trying to get this to pop, because I have decided I wanted to use this one because I just think this is perfect. Trick or treat yourself. I just think that's perfect if you put a little goodie and you're using this to send your embellishment or a treat or something. I just really liked that. And because this is orange and that's orange, I need that to pop a little bit more. So I am putting it on top of this black. So I was originally going to do the green, but I didn't like it. So I went with black because the thing's black, just to kind of pop it a little bit, and I'm not using like too many colors all around. And so yeah, so I just was kind of ripping it to again give it that ripped edge and just trying to figure out the size. So I think I like this size. And I also grabbed, I don't know if you noticed, one of these spiders was hanging around here. I have one of these spiders, so I have this jar, and I got these, I'm pretty sure I got these at Michael's 2 Halloweens ago, or last Halloween. I can't remember, but they did have these, so I'm not sure if they have them anymore. So I was thinking of maybe adding him kind of right there. Or somewhere on, yeah, I think I kind of like him there, because like right the spider web. Or do we want to add him on this side, going into the spider web? So yeah, so I'm going to figure out what side I kind of want to put him on. So while I figure that out, I am going to start gluing some of this stuff down. And I am going to need the hot glue gun for him. So just put him off to the side there. So I think I'll add some fabric tack, because this does dry clear. And so I'm just going to add some glue kind of on here just to kind of glue this down. Okay, so I just glued the spider on, and I'm just going to make sure that that's glued down enough. So this is what my treat bag, the final look of my treat bag here. So I loved how this turned out. Fairly simple to do, and I think that is, I love how that turned out. Okay, so now I'm going to, I think, work on the tag here. And you may have seen me cut this out. I just kind of sort of lightly traced this just to give it, just to make it a little bit bigger. And actually, now that that's on there, you know what, I have an idea I might do. I think I might want that in black. Again, to go with the black, I am going to trace this. And I think I might put that right on top. So, we'll see if I do that. I don't want to use that. No, that might actually look, I don't know, I just feel like these colors don't go, but like together that might look cute, but, or look nice together. But I might stick with the black. And what color do I have on the back? Oh, orange, see? Perfect. So we'll see if I do keep that. I want to see if I can find another skull, so give me a second. I will be right back. I'm going to check my stash. Okay, so I couldn't find what I was kind of exactly looking for, but I found something else that went well. So I've got this skull from that stamp set. If you can see this skull here, so I stamped him out and die cut him. Should put this back. Die cut him with this. I just didn't die cut his eyes out because I wanted the creepy eyes there. And so I'm gonna put him on. I'm just gonna see, do I want the black or do I want to put him right? No, I feel like it needs this black piece there. And what we could probably also do, as since it's like a tag, is maybe can put this underneath that one. I'll probably do a hole. Okay. So yeah, so I'm gonna put that on there. It just needs more though. Just putting him on there isn't enough. Needs more embellishments, frou-frou to it. So I'm wondering if I want to maybe even put the cheesecloth on here. And we can put them there. Okay. So I think I like that. I might, just because I already have cheesecloth, so I think that's what I want to use. More cheesecloth to add to it, so I just got to rip this up a bit more. So I know this is way too much, but what I'm actually going to do is I'm just going to leave it like that, and then I'm going to like cut some of that off. So I'm just going to put some of this on here. I'm going to use my the smaller crocodile here. So I just had to figure out what inch, what's the big one and what's the small punch. Okay, there we go. So I'm going to leave the string just so then that way what Alicia can do is either tie it up or leave it like this, or if she wants to take it off, she can totally do that as well. I'm going to leave the back blank here just because I do like the orange because it goes with that, and she can write her note or to from, or just leave it blank. Okay, so now we just got to finish the front here. So I'm definitely going to put that guy there. Just wondering if I need anything else. Alright, so here are my finished treat bag and tag. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. So I just zoomed in a little bit so you can see them a little bit closer. Again, sorry about the light glare there. Again, it's late at night while I'm filming this, and some of my lights are just glaring on this board. So this is what the final treat bag looks like. Again, I love how this turned out. And here is the tag. I think this one actually turned out super cute as well. And as you saw in the video, I just propped him up and the sign. It needed a sentiment, so I put Happy Halloween and just put it off so it just kind of flowed a lot better there. So I hope you enjoyed watching me create these two items. Please go check out Alicia's channel if you want to enter into the Flatmail challenge. She needs the entries by the 3rd week of August. So you do have some time to make it and ship it out. She is in Israel right now, so she needs to receive them before she leaves. So I'll leave her link down below. And thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a great day.